Now we're going to show you how to repair the print heads for the new HP printers that use the 950, 951 cartridges, 932, 933 cartridges. Also their Designjet, which uses the 711 cartridges. All these print heads are basically the same and will give you the same error codes. This one here is an OfficeJet Pro 8600 Plus. And it's telling me that one of the cartridges are missing or damaged. Now I've already put in 2 different sets of cartridges. I still get the same error. That's telling me that the contact springs in the print head are damaged. Sometimes by taking the cartridges in and out. I'm going to bring this over here. By popping these cartridges in and out, if you do it on the top, you can cause damage to the print head. Even HP tells you to push at the bottom. And then you can look inside and see if the springs are damaged using a little flashlight. I'm going to go over here on the work table and I'm going to show you what the spring looks like when it's damaged. The print head out. Now on the Designjet and the 8600 series, the print head comes out. On the printers that use the 933 or 932 cartridges, which are the smaller cartridges, you have to go in and take the print head out yourself by taking the sides of the printer off. We have a video that shows you how to do that. But let's look at this now. We're going to go inside. I know because I've had this before. There's the problem in the back. Now you can see that one spring in the back there is kind of bent a little bit. That's from taking the cartridges in and out sometimes. That one there doesn't look too good either. So now you can get a replacement springboard. We sell them up on our website. It's one of the few parts you can get for printers that we were lucky enough to get them. And then you could replace it and you got a new print head back again. And then if the print head's clogged, you can use our Blue Lightning Cleaner flush kit for the print head. We have another video that shows you how to do that. So now I'm going to show you how to take the print head apart and replace that contact spring assembly. There again, you can buy that part up on our website, inkproducts.com. Now what you're going to need is a 10-point star bit to take the print head apart. We're going to have to take these little screws out here. You're going to take the 4 of them out, and then you'll be able to get to the board and be able to take that out and swap the spring out. But you can see that's these springs, 1 or 2 of them are damaged in there. That's why you're getting that error code. So what you're going to do is take this screwdriver and take those 4 screws out. Now the print head's good. The only problem with it was that spring gets bent. I've seen that a lot on the HPs, but what I like about them, at least you can replace the print head if you need to. Canon's the same way. Normally you can replace their print heads. But Epson, no, they don't allow that to happen. Okay, there. Now I've exposed the board. You can see that bent spring in the corner there. That's why I would not recognize. Now I'm going to be taking these 2 screws out, and that board's going to come off. Now what you want to do is keep them separate. These screws are just a little bit different. I believe the head is different than the ones that went on the top. And you're going to have to remove the ribbon cable right here. It just pulls right out. Carefully though. Like that. Now the board's going to come right on out. Okay, now I got the screws out. Like I said, they're a little bit different. Just put them aside. From the other screws. And now that's going to come right out. That's what we're looking for. So you can set the print head down out of the way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to replace that spring. Now what you can get, what we have, is this whole board. So it's just going to slide in, slide the old one out. I'll show you how to do that. To take that board out, you need a little flat screwdriver. You got to get under here like this. And that'll loosen it after you take these two screws out. So the next step is to take these screws out. Now we'll be able to take this board and slide it off after we unlock these little clips here. Just take your time. You got one here and one here. Go slow. You don't want to, if you broke them, like if you break this one, it's still going to go in and be put in and held by the screws. So that's not any crisis if you break that. You know, if you lift up too high and you break it, don't worry about that. But then you're going to work that spring assembly out. I mean, you can pull it right out, but you're just going to bend the heck out of those springs. I want to take my time and show you how I do it. Okay, now I loosened those little clips and I slid the board down. Now I'm going to take a little piece of plastic just to fit in there. It's got to just fit. I don't want to damage it. But if I slide it in between here, then I collapse the springs and I can start pulling that board out. Like I said, on the new board that you get, you'll just be able to slide the new board in. That's what you want to do. Just kind of see, I got that first one, and I take another something and slide it in there, not too thick. And that's how I can slide that spring assembly right off. Okay, now I've got the bad spring out. I'm going to put the good spring in. Now it's going to slide right in like this, just like that. Same way it came off. Just now you want to be very careful you don't damage it by sliding it back in. So just take your time. Make sure it all lines up and it all goes in correct. Okay, now when sliding in, you got to be careful right here. These things will hang up and stop you from putting it in. So you want to make sure they're up a little bit. So when you go to slide it, it slides in. It's not catching on those. So what I do is I kind of help it by lifting them up a little bit. Like I said, if they broke off, don't worry about it. They're really not holding anything in because you can use the two springs. But see, that's what I'm trying to do. Lift up and then slide that in. There it goes. Now I'm in. Everything looks good. I didn't bend anything. And now I'll be able to plug this in, put the two screws on the back. Get that out of there. So I can put the two screws and start to put the assembly back together. Now I just rebuilt my print head. Okay, now I'll be able to slide it in and put those two screws in the back here. Now remember, they were just a little bit different than the other screws. Now the 932 and 933 print heads, those cartridges there, you have to take the print head completely out by taking the side of the printer off. That's what's nice about the 8600 series or their new Designjet series. The print head comes right out, easy to replace. And then you want to slide the ribbon cable back in. Take your time. Make sure you make good contact here, because if you don't get good contact, then it's not going to register that cartridge is in there. There. Now you'll be able to put the top on and put it back in the printer. That's how simple it was to repair it. Okay, now I got the printhead all put back together. Now I'm going to slide the cartridges in. Now this is important. You want to always push from the bottom. They get damaged, we noticed, if you push from the top. For some reason, if you're putting them in and it's in the printer and you're pushing like this, it can damage those springs. Now if you have a warranty, I'm sure HP will replace that printhead. But if you don't have a warranty, we do have a fix for it. You want to make sure it locks in, just like that. Now I don't take the printhead out every time I put cartridges in. I'm only doing this for the video. Now I'll go over and I'll put it in the printer, and then we'll see if we still have that same error code. Let's take a look at the ink levels. I've got no error on my cartridges, so it looks like everything is ready to go now. So if you ever get that cartridge missing or damaged, and after replacing at least 2 sets to make sure it's not a defective chip, and you still get it, chances are it's going to be that defective spring or bent spring in the printhead. So if you need one of those, you can go to inkproducts.com, and we have them up on our website. And this video will teach you how to replace it.